guys, welcome to our Pagan Opinions. This week's topic is the difference between Wicca and witchcraft. And I think I personally haven't made this video ever. I think I just briefly touched it of my personal channel. But, that being said, I've been a practitioner of Wicca for 14, probably, I'm going on 14 years, I think. It's been long. Anyways, so I'm undergoing the extra title of Witch, and I've been reading my Chris Penzat book, The Inner Temple of Witchcraft, and I'm taking it really slowly because I want to make sure I have a great foundation, a stable foundation, should I say, to my building block. I want to make sure that I really know my stuff solidly, and I don't just go through it, skim through it, because I don't like that. When I was studying Wicca, I made sure that I studied it. Take one subject at a time and just slowly do it. Even to this day, I'm still learning. Like, I'm still learning about the magical purpose of rocks, having rocks and rituals. I'm doing my herbal training right now. I don't know if most people notice that I'm doing my herbal stuff, and I'm kind of keeping it personal to myself until I'm ready to expose it, just like my sunbots. So, from my understanding, Wicca is a structured religion slash spirituality, where there is rules and laws behind everything. That it feels kind of it's structured, but it feels kind of limited to certain things. It's very boxed. From my understanding, is that there's so much you could do within there. What you can as a Wiccan. You have a lot of things like spellcraft, heavy on spellcraft, heavy on magics, heavy on sunbots, or not sunbots, heavy on sabbats, and all this stuff. And there's really no freelancing to jump out and to kind of, how would I put this? You can't really cross another person because there's laws against it. Please don't mind those dogs. Anyways, and with witchcraft, you are pretty much free to do whatever you want. With witchcraft, it's limitless. You could do whatever you want with it. You know, you could do spellcraft to protect yourself. You could do spellcraft against someone else if it's rightly there, if you have the right to do it. Some witches that I come across do not believe in the rule of three, or the law, the Wicca deed. They don't really follow that, period. They really just take on, you know, if you cross me, I'll cross you kind of feeling. So, that being said, how my question is to myself on a daily basis, since I'm undergoing the extra title of Witch into my studded belt here, is what I've been asking myself is how can you be a Wiccan and a witch smashed into one, even though they're so familiar, they're so similar. It's kind of like Chinese and Japanese, something so similar, same foods, kind of the same futures, kinda, but totally different culture, totally different people, totally different attitude. So those are the two things that that I keep questioning. Is like Wicca and witchcraft, they're both the same almost. They act the same, they look the same, but they're completely different. But how do you be both? That's my questions for myself almost on a daily basis. Like, I need to figure out how am I going to have this in my title and hope it doesn't contradict what I want to say to be this. It's confusing at one point. But the difference between Wicca and witchcraft is that Wicca is very limited, it's very boxed in, it's very closed, but it's structured. It's very stable. It's very, if you like that in the craft, should I say, if you like that in the craft, then Wicca would be a really good choice. If you're a very freelance person, you like to have nothing that holds you down, police you, or kind of restrain you, witchcraft will be something you want to go for. But I want to see if I'm in the process of mushing them together and making a giant cake. So I hope this answers somewhat of your curiosity, and if you have a better way to say this, leave comments below. You know where it is. Blessed be.